Welcome to my channel Class Winner by Shri Shyam Books, All India number 1 skill books publisher. We all know the frustration. You buy a sleek new device and 2 years later, it breaks. Companies have embraced planned obsolescence, engineering products to fail while spending vastly more on marketing than on the manufacturing itself. John Galsworthy predicted this decline over a century ago. In his short story, Quality, he detailed the exact economic shift that would trade craftsmanship for consumerism. The story takes place in early 20th century London. This was a world standing on the precipice of mass production and industrialized retail. Galsworthy's narrative documents the exact moment capitalism began rewriting the definition of quality itself. The narrator enters the Gessler brothers' bootmaking shop with the quiet reverence of a church. It is a space defined by silence and dignity rather than commerce. Mr. Gessler treats each piece of leather with the care a sculptor gives to marble. He makes only what is ordered, viewing every pair of boots as a distinct ethical statement. This dedication produces boots that fit perfectly, using only the finest leather and built to last indefinitely. In this world, quality is uncompromising excellence, born entirely from the nobility of skilled labor. The quiet world of the artisan eventually meets its antagonist, the large corporate firms that began to dominate the London market. This created a conflict between two business models. Gessler stayed committed to getting it by work, while the firms focused on getting it by advertisement. These firms prioritized scale over soul. They replaced individual attention with the speed and convenience of mechanized mass production. This chart illustrates Gessler's economic paradox. Because his boots never wore out, his customers rarely needed to return. His revenue flatlined, while the firms profited from the constant replacement of inferior products. Gessler refused to adapt. He wouldn't advertise, he wouldn't rush his process, and he refused to lower the grade of his leather to save a penny. His dedication to true craft made him incompatible with a high-velocity capitalist market. Years later, the narrator finds a gaunt, aged Gessler. He has lost his brother, his health, and nearly all of his customers. Out of pity and loyalty, the narrator places a massive order for multiple pairs of boots. When the boots arrive, they are the absolute pinnacle of Gessler's career, achieving total perfection in shape, fit, and finish. The narrator rushed back to the shop to pay him, only to find the Gessler name gone and the shop taken over by a new owner. The master had delivered his ultimate standard of quality, then vanished. The new owner revealed the tragedy. Mr. Gessler had starved himself to death. Every penny Gessler earned was immediately consumed by his shop rent and the cost of premium leather. He spent his days and nights over his boots, never leaving himself a penny for food. Gessler died a martyr to his craft. He fed his art, instead of his own body, to preserve his integrity. Large firms successfully captured the word quality, transforming it from a measure of skilled labor into a marketing illusion designed to drive sales. This story serves as the blueprint for the warning in Chapter 2. It shows what happens to society when traditional trades are outcompeted by convenience, and their skills are allowed to vanish. Every purchase is a choice. Are we voting for the flash of an advertisement, or the silent dedication of the artisan? The narrator's final epitaph for Gessler remains the only truth that matters. He made good boots.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
We are available on Flipkart, Amazon, JioMart, Meesho, link in description.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.